So back to nutrition screening. We are going to base those nutrition screenings and assessment then on indicators, and you can use this acronym, the ABCD. So anthropometric measurements, that's going to be things like BMI, waist circumference, height, weight. Biochemical tests, that's going to be things like iron levels, protein status, um, cholesterol levels, other heart levels, and then clinical data. That's going to be things like weight loss, medications that might interfere with their nutrition status, diagnoses that may prove to be difficult to treat with decreased nutritional status. And then finally, a diet history. Okay, so are they having problems purchasing food? Do they have transportation issues? Do they only eat one food group, or do they completely skip out on fruits and vegetables? Okay, so again, like I showed you on that nutrition screen form, the number of flagged indicators will determine the next step. Okay, so let's look at those anthropometric measurements. These are things that ideally we'll want to do ourselves so that we know that it's accurate. Okay, don't ask the client to tell you their height. We'll want to measure their height because again, we're doing calculations like BMI, and that is based on their height. Okay, so for instance, an elderly person that was 5'10" in their 30s or 40s, they have likely shrunk in their older age. So it's important that we do an accurate height. Now, if we're working with bedridden folks or people with mobility, then we do have some concerns there about getting an accurate height. And then we want to make sure that we're taking their weight and that we're doing it in a conscientious manner, in that we're weighing them at about the same time every day and about the same amount of clothes and using the same scale. If you use a weight from a previous facility that they've been at, or a home weight or a reported weight, we can see discrepancies in their weight the next time we weigh them. Okay. We're going to use that height and weight then to figure what's called their ideal body weight using the HAM-Y formula. Okay. So the HAM-Y formula gives men 106 pounds for their 5 feet, and then for every 6 inches they're over 5 feet, or for every inch over 5 feet, they're going to get 6 more pounds. Okay. And then for women, we get 100 pounds for the first 5 feet, and then 5 pounds for every inch over. So let me start with an easy one. So the ideal body weight for a 5'5" female, we'd get 100 pounds for the 5 foot, and then we would get 5 pounds for every inch over 5. So we'd take 5 times 5, and that's 25. So a 5'5" female would ideal body weight would be 125 pounds. Okay. We'll do an example for a male. A 5'5" male, we would get 106 pounds for the 5 feet. And then we'll take that 5 inches and multiply it by 6, and you come up with 30. Add that to 106. So the ideal body weight for a male who is 5'5" is 136 pounds. Okay. We'll do some practicing with that coming up. Other things that we're looking at then are our actual weight, what the person weighs right now. And then we'll look at the percent of ideal body weight, and that's how closely the client resembles the ideal. So we're taking their actual body weight, dividing it by their ideal body weight, and multiplying by 100 to get the percent ideal body weight. Why do we want to know this? Some insurance companies require a percent ideal body weight calculation for coverage of things like weight loss services, weight loss surgeries, or medications. So let's use the example of that 5'5" female. Okay. And we interviewed that 5'5" female, and we determined that her actual weight was 160 pounds. Okay, so we're going to take that 165 pounds and divide it by her ideal body weight, which we figured out was 125.